Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope you had a lovely, lovely weekend. So today we decided before baby Crone go back to school, we just had to come in and talk about what is it? Married to Medicine. And the recap. Let's get it started, baby Crone.
Yes, first off, at the very beginning of the episode, Heavenly was talking about how she doesn't have beef with any of the ladies. The ladies have beef with her.
And who said that, Quad?
No, Heavenly.
Oh, God.
I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then everybody is on their, I guess I will say, their high horse saying, we're going to speak honesty. Today we're only going to speak the truth. And yet I feel like nothing, the truth hasn't came out yet. Or there's mixed mimble jumble somewhere in there. I don't know. Everybody's just not being very truthful. That's just my honest opinion.
Let me say this. I thought, honestly, all the ladies was dressed lovely.
Oh, yes, that is
even
true.
Sweet Tea. Mm-hmm. I think the pictures she took wasn't good, but I do think she was beautiful. I thought she was odd. Not odd in her dress, but because back in those days, they did wear their hair like that. Mm-hmm. So as she had on a short, but I liked it. I thought she looked gorgeous. I thought all of the women are gorgeous. Yes, and that's definitely the truth. What do you think?
Mm-hmm, yes, most definitely. I
liked everything that they had on. I really do.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. As we know, Phaedra was not a part of it.
Mm-hmm. And I get why.
Yes. Although the ladies don't figure out why Phaedra called them trash, they feel like...
Why are they so stuck on the semantics? Just tell me. Because it's something inside of them.
Yes.
That's eating at them. That's why they can't shake it. It's just, because you can't tell me something about me that you can't say about yourself.
That's true.
Why? Because you can't identify. Mm-hmm. If you never was a liar and you never told a lie and you never been around anybody who lied, but now you meet a liar, they tell you this, that, you don't doubt them.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. That's not in you. Mm-hmm. Until somebody says this guy is a liar and that's an untrue, now you've been tainted.
Yeah.
You see, because now you know what a lie is. And I think that Heavenly, who we talking about?
Phaedra.
Phaedra.
The ladies.
I think that Phaedra bailed gracefully. She been down that road, and I don't blame her for leaving.
Yes, most definitely. And also, yeah, we're just gonna leave these bees alone. So moving forward, yeah. So moving forward, we had a whole session with Quad, where Quad feels as though, Toya feels as though that the group is trustworthy and loyal ladies and individuals. And because of that, they have done nothing but accept Quad, have been there for Quad, no matter how much Quad has treated them.
Miss Quad, she thinks she doing it. Miss Quad, she is a hot mess.
She is. Let's not talk about that Rolls Royce. Apparently that's...
That's fake and borrowed. Mm-hmm. And see?
Yeah.
See, who you are will come out in the wash. It will come out. That's what I'm saying. No matter who, you might as well just be yourself.
Yeah.
But it's so curious how trouble always find Quad.
Yes.
But yet, what's her name? Sweet Tea is happily married.
That is true.
And let me jump. I can't stand Toya. This is why. It's like she talks on both sides of her mouth.
She do.
One side, she'll start trouble. And I truly believe that she did that with Sweet Tea. Mm-hmm. Anytime you have the audacity to say we shared the same DI, anytime you had the audacity, you tried to start something. Even when it was at the party.
Yes.
She was the one that asked you to leave. Mm-hmm. And you concurred because of her.
Yes.
I truly believe you ain't had no problem with that woman, Sweet Tea. I truly believe that. I think that they all orchestrated to have drama because you know why? Because if they're not having drama and they don't want to show their drama, so it's best to show your drama.
Well, she has no drama in her life. They're creating drama around her. They're making T the drama. And T
I'm still waiting for them to show me where she shoved or pushed someone. Yes. I'm still waiting for the abusiveness. I'm waiting for them to show me this.
Yes. However, also at the same time, Quad still accepts no responsibility and plays the victim because she feels like the ladies can approach her if they have problems with her. She's like, I have no problems with you guys. If you have the problem with me, you can guys come talk to me. We are mature, grown women here. We can have a conversation and there won't be a fight or argument.
No, just tears and try to make me feel guilty.
Yes, and
how you do me wrong. How y'all did me wrong. And that's all she's going to, how y'all did me wrong. Y'all mistreated me. Y'all just did me so wrong. It was ugly. It was ugly. I could just, she just. And you know what's so funny? That Sweet Tea was landing punches, okay? Sweet Tea was beating her butt with words. So much so, Have couldn't take it and jump in. Something that didn't even have nothing to deal with her.
No.
And then Simone jump in, and then you're going to go and calm her down. What's all this? This is Andy Cohen's show. He can calm that down. He could say, all right, ladies, enough. He could say that. Enough. And they will listen.
They will.
Or he would say, remove yourself from the stage. Because he got authority.
He do.
And every now and then he'll flex it.
Oh, yes, he will. That is true. He will flex his authority.
So to me, I don't understand. But it seems like Simone has sympathy for Sweet Tea.
Yes, she does.
It may not, but it appears that way. I'll know by next week.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see because apparently Simone and Quad are supposed to get at it. So.
Simone and Quad?
Yeah, Simone and Quad. Also, apparently Andy Cohen. Oh, yes. Speaking of that, Simone said that Quad has given nothing but her behind to the ladies all these years for them to kiss. And, you know, Quad really has. She is always... She
have her friends outside of the group. She's always been that way. But then beg and cry for her to come back on the show. I don't get it.
Yes, and they let her back in every time for some reason. And then give her empty apologies.
I'm sorry. And no, they don't mean it. But she still begs to come back. Why do y'all let her back? I tell you another thing I thought was curious.
What?
When Simone told her to go, to me, she presented that we all agree that you should go. But something changed because now it was all me. It was collateral. It was collateral damage. It was you all did it. And you had a justifiable reason to do it. You were the one that delivered the Daily Mail to Quad.
Yes.
But they all knew it. So I don't understand what's going on now. I feel like I'm being gaslit.
Exactly. This is what the ladies are doing to us. They are honestly gaslighting us.
What's going on here?
We're not meanies. We're not as trashy.
I don't know. Honest. When you're mean, that's trash. Because trash is anything that's disposable and that you don't want in your space. Right. So it could be object or an animal object. Trash could be a nasty thought.
Exactly.
Trash could be cruelty. So no, I don't want trash. That kind of thinking living up in my head for free.
Exactly. Nothing honest about that.
Nothing honest. So I don't like when Toya, she jumps on one side and jumps to the other. She always act like she's the voice of reason, but she did try to start something with
T and Quad.
She did.
And then got
anytime you can say about the D thing, oh yeah, that's personal.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't have said it to me. Because the moment she said it to me, now I practiced this, I might mess it up. But the moment she would have said, you know, y'all shared the same D, I would have said, how many pussies did your husband have before he married you?
Yep, exactly. It goes both ways.
How many pussies, huh? Was it 1, 2? How many? I thought that was despicable to ask, to say such a thing.
Yeah, for real. And then Toya had caught an attitude, as we saw earlier in the season, when T didn't want to share.
That's when she really turned on her. When T wasn't giving up no information. Look back at that episode. They were at the dinner with her and the psychiatrist.
Yes,
and she asked her, she didn't want to give her anything because she didn't know. And I saw that look come over Toya. She was like this and went, like you, bitch.
Yep, she did.
And she been hating her ever since. So her, the slithering snake, I think she's two-faced it. It's not that what I think all the things she say is wrong. It's just that she wobble, baby, wobble.
Yes.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. That's what she is. She's a weeble and a wobble, but she won't fall down.
Exactly.
And the way that these women act like this their show, it appalls me. Like this Al show, we want you. It's crazy to me.
A hive mentality, truly. So yeah, moving on a little bit more about the show because it was a whole lot jam-packed actually in this hour. But more going on with T and Quad is that speaking of some of the punches that T was giving Quad.
Oh, she was landing them.
Yeah.
No, Quad?
Yeah, T was telling off Quad. She was just like, the only reason why you're on this show.
Wait a minute. I thought she was arguing with Latoya.
She was, but she also argued with Quad as well.
Okay. Oh, and that's when her friend jumped in.
Yes.
It wasn't even about her.
No.
And she jumped in, see?
Because because T spoke the honest truth. It's what you and I have been saying. The only reason why Quad is on the show was because she was married to Greg, and Greg is the medicine.
He is the medicine. Married to medicine. The word here is medicine.
He got
married to it.
Clocked.
She clocked it. She clocked it, timed it right there. Here you go. That right there. That right there, clocked it. She was reading up from page 1 to page 152. And you know what? Heavenly couldn't take it and started jumping in on it to save Quad.
Yes. Honestly.
But I don't know how in the world can Simone go and tell her not argue, be calm when she's the very same way? I don't get it.
I don't know either. I like I said, I think it's just, maybe even though she feels for T, all the ladies are siding with Quad, so she's like,
But then they saying the lady with Quad, all of them didn't even really want her back. But now y'all want her back because of Sweet Tea. Y'all can work with Sweet Tea.
Yes, y'all really could. That's why I'm like, I don't know what's going on. The whole rifts in between everybody and all the beefs has gotten so honestly ridiculous. And
this show needs to take a hiatus.
It really does.
It needs to take a year off.
Yes, everybody needs to decompress.
And they need some new meat in there, for real.
Yeah, honestly, break up this clique.
And if you want to get rid of Sweet Tea, then you got to get rid of Quad.
Yes.
Both.
To be fair.
Both. And then you get rid of, because Sweet Tea is married to medicine. Quad is no longer married to medicine. And honestly, the way Quad behaves, she acts like she's envious. Maybe envious of the lifestyle. Maybe envious of you're married to a doctor and I'm not. I don't know, but I sense envy with her. No, it's not like she want what she have. It's not that.
Okay.
I mean, it is, but it isn't like, it isn't like, you took Gregory from me and I always felt threatened. It's not that. It's more like I had what you had. You're going to come up on this show and flaunt my old house. You're going to come up on this show like she envious. Like that was my husband. And here, proves it. When she said, y'all shared the same DKKK. And you could see it. Yeah. Yes, she's envious. She's envious of that. It's not that she wants it back, but it's in her face. That's why she wants it gone.
Then get off the show.
She wants that money too. It's in her face.
Got to live
You
a certain
understand?
lifestyle.
She's got to live a certain lifestyle with a man who come off all big and bad, whom you all fell in love with. We find out right now, damn, he a swindler.
Yes.
Y'all call it swindlers, right?
Mm-hmm. The scammers.
Oh, he a scammer. Yeah, I was going to say a scammer, a
swindler,
what y'all call him?
Scammer.
He a scammer. All that talk about that card. See what I'm saying? What you do in the dark come to the light. He up there, a thief. I wonder did Quad give that Rolls Royce back?
I'm sure she had to. Okay, so bringing it down some, we had Contessa.
I like her.
Versus Heavenly.
I used to didn't, but I like her now.
Oh, that's good.
That vacation she took really did her wonders.
Yeah, she seems to be glowing, kind of.
No, I'm talking about taking off from the show and to come back. I like this Contessa. Yeah, I like you, Contessa. Still stay fair. I like that about you.
Yes.
Because she seems more of a real doctor, really trying to find solutions, and she tries to play fair. Yes. I like Dr. Contessa.
Most definitely. So the thing is that Contessa, Heavenly says that she feels like she can't tell when Contessa's telling the truth. And then Contessa flipped that right back on her. I was just like, I could say the same about you.
No, she didn't say I could. I think she said, I feel the same way about you. Like you read me, you just reading your own self. See what I'm saying? You can't read somebody unless it's already in you.
Exactly.
How only you seeing it? Maybe a whole lot of other people, maybe y'all sharing the same view, but somebody can come along and say, I don't see it.
That's true. That's
why it's your side, their side, your truth, their truth, and the truth. It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, what you're looking for.
We both can look at the same ending of a movie.
Two completely different
and two different views, point of views. Doesn't mean she's right and I'm wrong. Right. Doesn't mean we can't find a happy medium. But from her viewpoint, she's looking at it from mine. You know, and I could agree with her, and she could agree with me. But we got two different points of views.
Yeah,
this is what I see.
And that kind of puzzled Heavenly. Heavenly had a big confused look, like what?
Yeah, that because she was like, oh, wow, I say the same thing about you, sis.
Yeah,
glad you see it.
Yeah, and also Contessa really was trying to reach out to Heavenly, say that she really was appreciative that Heavenly suggested maybe seeking out some therapy to help her marriage. And
wait a minute, say that again.
That Contessa said that her marriage survived once they started going to couples therapy.
I'm glad.
And that was something that Heavenly had suggested to her beforehand.
Right.
And she was just like, so she was just like, if you think I have something against you, I actually don't. You really did help me. And I really do see you as a genuine friend or somebody that I can talk to. So because of that, I guess that was just her way of saying that I do appreciate you no matter where we are.
I appreciate what we had.
Okay, I appreciate what we had.
It was authentic at the time.
Fair enough. It was authentic at the time. You can always take that. Also, this was very interesting. This was towards the end because somehow Dr. Damon was brought up in conversation. And, because Contessa said, you know, how she said mixed children out there with the last name.
But they all know that it's out there. Even Simone said it on Andy Cohen, I plead the fifth. They all know it's out there. Yes. And so does Heavenly.
That's why she's playing big, fat, and tough. She was like, and you really believe that woman? That he asked for her?
I would never believe anything about Damon. So she wants to play denial. This is why she's always in everybody else's business. That's why she always looking for marriages to downfall. Exactly. I can't deal with her. I can't deal with her at all.
Where it stems from, the unhappiness in her marriage.
Right. They probably don't even sleep together. You know, he probably be downstairs in the basement.
You're right. All that daddy probably
with his right hand. Anything.
Right.
than with that woman upstairs. And then he's still like such a weakling. He's mad over the fact that Dr. Jean didn't agree with him about him. Not that some bold, that's some bold, right? Why would you put me in that? That's your business. I don't know what you do.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely either because it was the fact that they were close, or it could have been the fact that he was a psychiatrist. He's like, yo, as a psychiatrist, do you think I look?
She's like, I'm a psychiatrist, not a mind reader. Okay. I push pills just like you. I look for symptoms and signs just like you. You're the doctor of the physical. I'm a doctor of the physical too, but I deal with the mind. And it's like, you're not going to get me in this. I'm not. And because of that, he's still holding it, just like a kid. Oh, no.
But yeah, that was pretty much it this episode with the episode, because it was really about Quad and Heavenly and T and a little bit of Katassa. And Toya was in everybody's drama, just like Heavenly was in everybody's drama, trying to be mediators or adding fuel to the flame.
And who had the front seat? The top seat?
Jackie.
Dr. Jack, and say nothing. See what I mean?
You're right.
Why is she there?
You're right.
Put Toya there. Toya. Not Dr. Jack. She don't do nothing.
She did it. She really
Her minions do it for her.
Yes, she really was quiet that episode. We didn't really hear.
She make her faces and all of that. But
yeah, that's how she speaks.
That's what she do.
Yeah. The only really, I guess, cheeky thing to add in here was when Andy Cohen had asked Toya about who does she think is more attractive, him or Anderson Cooper? And she was just like, I think you're more attractive.
She hesitated, but I think that Andy is more attractive.
Okay.
But she said, of course you, Andy. I guess she had to think about it, but I would think Andy. That's what I would think. I mean,
yeah, he felt that hesitation because he was just like, why do I feel like I don't believe you?
Why did you ask such a question? So anyway, are we done?
That was a good question. Yeah, that was it.
That's it. There we have it. So if you like this content that we gave you of our, commentation of the Real Housewives of Married to Medicine and their first season, their first episode of their reunion, please join us next week. We will be there. We'll be there and we'll be square. If you have not subscribed to us, please subscribe. Every subscription helps. Yes. And if you like this content, please give us a thumbs up. We so appreciate it so very much. And with that being said, we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening or afternoon by the time we post this. So have a glorious one. Love you.
Sunflowers.